Hey guys, Island Turtle here. I am live right now. If you're catching this after the fact, you're catching it after the fact. I had an interesting song channeling come through this morning, and then I was like, oh, well, isn't that very interesting? And decided to go live and talk about it, maybe even pull some cards. I'm gonna wait a few minutes though for the chat to fill up and also for the algorithm to catch up because it says there's one person in here, and I know there's more than one person in here because I can feel you guys. So it always takes a little bit for that to catch up. Again, if you're watching this after the fact, someone may timestamp all of this. I also have like a new little camera thing set up. So hold on, let me like get that right. Oh God, I can't get this like blah. I set this up when it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh, okay. No, I guess that's fine. Hey guys, finally catching it live. Hey Queen, hello, hi. Love your collective reading. Um, Thank you. Wait, which collective reading? Oh, the weekly? I was like, wait, what? Because I did a couple readings yesterday. One is already posted and one I'm posting tomorrow. And then I actually have the next podcast episode to premiere in like an hour and a half, which I'm honestly kind of nervous about that one. Greetings. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. I literally rewatched the weekly a few hours ago. Oh, funny. My goodness, how much it resonated. I don't even remember the weekly, honestly. I don't. It feels like forever ago. It feels like a whole other timeline that I recorded that, which totally was. Um, mm, Excited for the new podcast. I turned my music off so fast I received my notification. Oh, how funny! How funny. Um, by the way, please don't forget to hit the like button if you're in here and you are like excited to be here. Just because YouTube doesn't like to perpetuate live videos on the algorithm, it's such an annoying thing. But yeah, I'd really appreciate it. This weekly was about money. Oh, my Taurus moon could relate. I'm sure it could. I'm sure it could. Um, mm. I'm still not sleeping very much. I'm sure others of you can even relate to that. Yeah, I'm still not sleeping very much. And so yeah, that's why I did the podcast episode last night because it was literally like 12:30 in the morning and I'm like, you've been wanting to do that right that specific episode for a few days. You might as well just do it since you're like energetic and you're alive and it's just dark 30, like you might as well. So then I did. But anyway, God, I want to wait like 5 full minutes. I'm feeling antsy though. Ditto. Sleep has been restless, so has my food intake. Hey, no judgment. My food's been weird. My food has been very weird. It's like, yeah, it's like because I have a lot of like, sorry, words. I'm tired. That's why I have my coffee. I keep having these nudges from my body, like eat this, don't eat that, and so I'm definitely listening to all of that. But then it's like it feels like it's extremes, where it's like one day my body's like, don't eat anything. It's like okay, I won't, and then the next day it's like eat everything in sight. Waiting to board my plane and getting this sick live in first. Oh, awesome. Okay. I hope you're flying to somewhere fun. I just forced myself into detoxing and fasting, yeah. After your last live, I looked up human design. I'm a projector 6'2". Cool. The song from the title of this live is a bit, yeah. Right? Yeah, like I heard the eagle line first, like fly like an eagle to the sea, and I was like, oh. And then I heard time keeps on slipping. And I was like, oh, into the future. Oh. I was like, I get it. I see. I understand. I mean, to be honest, I've been talking about this, right? I've been talking about this. Actually, I don't think I've talked, now that I think about it, I think I've only been talking about it on Patreon. I don't think I've been talking about it here on YouTube. Oh, so maybe that's why I need to do this video. So I talked about this during the full moon Capricorn, and I even like did a meditation on Patreon for this too, where I'm surprised I didn't talk about this. Anyway, we are in a portal right now. We're in this 777 portal right now. We are braiding into this higher time, these like next higher timelines. It's like we keep going through these phases, right? People are calling it different things. Honestly, it doesn't really matter what you call it, whatever your verbiage is, but it's clearly this reality shift transition when it comes to time, right? And when it comes to realities and timelines, et cetera, merging with future selves, et cetera, right? So we're just in another one of those phases. Is just how you can like chop this up. So getting that song made so much sense to me, and it's funny because I feel like the Aquarius reading that I posted that I recorded yesterday actually talks about this quite a bit. So I think there's like some really strong collective messages or themes in the Aquarius reading. So by all means, go ahead and watch it if you feel like you resonate or if you feel drawn to watch it. Hold on a second. Mm. Oh God, love coffee. Um, but yeah, it's like the whole time referencing in that song was just like, okay, obviously makes sense. And then when I was hearing Fly Like an Eagle to the Sea, I was picturing like the horizon that you actually see in like some of the Six of Swords illustrations in tarot. So Six of Swords might be coming out a lot in your readings or in readings you're watching, or you know, you're just probably in that vibe of transition, right? Actually, if you think about it, Six of Swords is kind of like that, isn't it? Like Six of Swords is kind of like traversing realities, right? Because you're literally in a boat on water looking at a horizon point and you're leaving something behind, but you're using water as that medium to get to the next place, even if you can't see it or don't really know what it is, right? And again, like really speaking to like the interpretation like of the Six of Swords, right? And what is water? It's like water is that medium and way that we go through realities, right? Yeah, actually, yeah. That I think I'm gonna start looking at the Six of Swords that way as like a portal card. Four of Wands is also a portal. Oh no, here come the burps. Four of Wands is also a portal card. What are we doing? I just joined. Hello. I'm talking about a song channeling that I got this morning for the collective. And I've been speaking about it a lot on Patreon, but I really think I haven't been speaking to it here on YouTube. But anyway, so we're in the 7/7 portal. You may be having a lot of like dreams, astral activity. You may be seeing a lot of weird glitches going on in your reality. A lot of you may even feel like you're cut off from people as we're going through this transition. It doesn't mean that. For some of you, like the separation from people might be more permanent. Others of you, it's really just like for a while we're going through this shift, timeline jump, portal, again, whatever other words you want to use for it, and you'll probably, we'll probably re-emerge with them on the other side of it. Um, yeah, so that's what that speaks to. But Eagle, I love Eagle. It's funny because I was sitting before I hit record and I was like, I wanted to understand further what Spirit wanted me to talk about when it came to this message, and I actually used the word medicine instead of message on accident, where I put the intention out there, and instead of saying what messages like are behind this song, and I said what medicine is behind this song, and I was like, ooh, ooh, it was like I liked the feeling of that. Whatever form medicine is for you, right? It's like to me, eagle medicine is very powerful. Eagle medicine. God, my mouth isn't working this morning. Hold on. Ah, eagle medicine is the ability to have a vantage point. It's actually very Aries-like if you think about it, even though it kind of like connects a little more to Scorpio, but they have that Mars connection, right? But anyway, um, eagle medicine is being able to look at the bigger picture, like to literally have this aerial view, to see above everything, to understand the inner workings of all things, and then you can make decisions accordingly, right? It's kind of like this divine overlooker, overwatcher. I don't think these are words, but you understand what I'm saying. It's like, can you perch above everything, view it for what it is, see it for what it is, and not get caught up in the details of things, and also practice your own divine wisdom and discernment to make decisions and traverse whatever it is that you're observing and seeing. That's eagle medicine. Eagle medicine is also quite a very, again, I haven't been sleeping. Eagle medicine is also a very strongly divine messenger. I almost look at eagle as like this royal energy. Some of you may be working with the eagle. I'm also getting that this is coinciding for like a phoenix rising for a good chunk of the collective too. I almost wanted to go yes, like and feeling that and getting that message. The phoenix, the eagle, birds may be very significant for you. Birds, I think, are very significant for the collective right now because it's time to fly. It's time to fly. It's time to fly into the next reality. It's like, it's interesting that it's a lot about flight too, because there's something about that that feels evolutionary, right? It's like, if we weren't humans with legs and like had to be so like bogged down into the ground in this physical reality, we would be flying everywhere. A lot of us do fly everywhere astrally, right? It's like, yeah, yes, yes. It has this feeling of evolution to it collectively, but for those who are going into this next reality, not everybody is going to be very connected to that reality. And so a lot of you have been experiencing this already for the last, I want to say, like year, 18 months or so, where you're walking around in the reality and you're very aware that like people can't like perceive you. Like some people can't perceive you. Some, it's like there's this weird separation between you and some other people in this physical reality. A lot of you have gotten used to that already. Some of you guys have probably even forgotten. But now that separation is going to be even larger. And we're going to see more, how do I want to say, like physical manifestations of this separation. You know, a lot of people have, okay, I feel like I'm going on a whole thing right now. A lot of people have been misinterpreting this whole new earth divergence experience where like some people really think the earth is like, I don't know, gonna disappear or some shit. Like the earth is gonna disappear, or suddenly like we're not gonna have a human body anymore. Like crazy. I'm not okay. I'm gonna say that. Let me take it down. Nothing wrong if you believe that. I feel that that is a misinterpretation, but that is me. That is how I feel. Um, that is my own truth. That is my own experience. Have your truth. Your truth is your truth. um, all of this is happening non-physically. We still have to exist in a physical reality, but the way we experience physical reality is going to change slightly, right? It's like we're going to be a little bit more sensitive to everything. Everything's going to be a little bit more heightened. People who are really cemented in that new reality, in these new grids, like are going to see us, can interact with us, will get it, will understand, and probably will also start to like congregate in the same physical areas. I think we're going to see a lot of that actually. I think we're going to see these like further extremes of how people are living across the world, certainly here in the United States, but where certain people are really adjusting to living with the earth, like truly living with the earth in a different way versus other people who are still trying to like hold on to like what was and what can't be anymore. And then when that keeps falling apart, you know, obviously there's going to be some ramifications for that. So you're going to see kind of what we saw in the pandemic, which they keep bringing me back to 2020 as well, where it's like the stage that we're entering. It's, I'm not saying it's another pandemic, but like what the pandemic did, right? It created these little bubbles. It created these little spheres of realities. And so some people were living in like areas where there were riots and people were dying everywhere and there was all this destruction and sadness and grief and pain. And other people had a completely opposite reality or experience of the pandemic. And it's like, even till this day, it's interesting, right? Because I think there's some people who still have trouble believing that or accepting that one way or another. But it's kind of like that. It's like, oh God, this is a huge channeling. What we are moving into as far as like the physical reality of how we live, you're going to see people doing way more of the communal living, living off the land, that sort of deal. Like a lot of that's going to become more cemented. A lot of people are going to become more aware that people are actually doing that. And then you're also going to be seeing people who are doing this like transitionary thing of kind of still living very traditionally, but also dabbling in that because they're bridging, right? They're bridging into that reality. Also, these people, oh my God, this is channeling. Also, these people who are bridging into that way of lifestyle will be making it more mainstream and popular and accessible and in a way almost making it easier to understand how to live that way for people who can't make that transition themselves on their own. Whew. Whew. Okay. Okie dokie. A lot of this energy right now is also just like a lot of this is really being stemmed from within, right? It's just embracing this very authentic, like wholehearted way of just being. And everything just stems from that. When you move into that space of they keep using the word wholehearted when I'm talking about the energies we've been in, and I don't know another word for it, but that's just the word they're keep using, like Your whole heart is in it, right? Your whole heart is on, your whole heart is present. Like you're connected to yourself wholeheartedly and the way that you're living and who you are as a person, all of these things. And when you're in that state, every choice you make is just going to be an extension of that, right? And you won't even have to think about it at a certain point. Like your food's going to change, your diet's going to change, your relationship to nature is going to change, your sleep is going to change, your physically you're going to change, your things that matter to you, things that you value are going to change, and just going to like start to adjust accordingly. It's going to be very natural. Like when we go through these big shifts and we get these big downloads, right, about like the big changes that are coming collectively, I feel like there's always this like this perspective that it's not going to be natural, like it's going to be a shock. No, all of this is natural. Like all of this is going to be a natural progression, right? It's like some things may be shocking, right? And as far as like how the external reality that's falling apart is reacting to the changes, but the changes are natural. The changes are going to just progress as they, excuse me, as they do. It's not going to require a force, I guess is like the better way to say it. It's not going to require a force. It's just going to start happening. All right. But it always starts at the individual level for the collective to catch up. Right. So anyway, I guess this is just shit that needed to be said. Now, when it comes to your personal paths, think about it that way. It's like the changes you're making for yourself and how you're living and what you're doing and how you're affecting the external reality are all part of this natural process. Right. That's it. It's all part of the natural process. It's all part of the natural order of things. So fly. So fly like an eagle into the future as time keeps slipping. So just do that. I don't know why this wants to be spoken on because like I kind of touched on this before a little earlier. Where people are calling this transition just by different terms. Again, it doesn't matter what you call it, but for some reason this particular one wants to be spoken to. Some people are interpreting this as like a collapsing of dimensions. I think it's just another way of seeing it. I'm not here to say that's right or wrong. I think it's just another way to see it or another way to label it. They're just words. Words are primitive. Like, I'm going on a whole other tangent here. Words are very primitive. Words are very limiting, right? It's like, so when you're using words, when you're using words as a human, when you're talking, and you're also hearing other people's interpretations, please don't get so attached to like the rigidity of the meaning of a word that someone's using. Like it doesn't mean that they don't agree with you. It doesn't mean that they don't see what you're seeing. Feel what it is that they're saying. Like listen beyond the actual words that they're using, and you'll get it. You'll understand that it's like you probably agree with them on some level about something. Anyway, that had to be said too. That was weird. Should we pull cards? I feel like I'm just like I'm just a running stream right now. Reorganizing out of the chaos naturally, gracefully. The wheel turns. Yeah, exactly. Actually, okay, I do want to say this really quickly before I continue. So the podcast episode I did last night, I don't know how eloquent I was or how articulate I was. Trigger warning about that episode. And I put it in the title, but people don't always read the titles, right? Very, very strong trigger warning in that. Talk about just a stream, right? I guess I'm also saying it because like I've got a little anxiety about that episode coming out, but that's fine. Like nothing wrong with that, right? It is what it is. I'm just a little anxious about it, but it had to be done. So I've been having more headaches, thinking it's me clearing and processing, plus diet, transmitter on. Yeah, it's like yeah, I'm very on right now. All right, sure. Let's pull some cards. I almost feel like it's not necessary, to be honest with you. I feel like it's very clear what's going on right now, but it's always fun. It's always fun to pull some cards. Let's see, what are we going to start with here? Ooh, I haven't used this deck in a bit. Hold on. I have so many freaking decks over here right now. I'm still not totally organized the way that I want to be, but you know, I got to do that in like little parts, right? I'm almost done. I'm almost organized though. I'm almost there. It's just the little things like storage. I'm going to start with the Native Spirit deck. All the decks that I use are linked below, and the deck list has been updated, just so you guys know. So you guys know it takes me a bit if I get a couple new decks. But yeah, it has been updated. Okay. Ooh, my crown. Oh, my crown, my crown, my crown, my crown. Any messages or insights for the collective regarding this message? They're showing me the sun. Why are you showing me the sun? I mean, we've been getting a lot of solar flares. I think a lot of you guys are privy to that. The sun is a star? Oh, okay. I mean, it is. It is. That's just what they wanted me to say. Yes, the sun is a star. I don't know why they wanted me to speak to that, but they did. The sun is a star. Okay, the sun is a star. I don't know. Maybe that'll trigger something for some of you guys. Any messages or insights for the collective regarding this message? That was fast. Grandmother Earth. I guess I'm not too surprised that this card came out. Grandmother Earth is Grandmother Earth. Actually, it's funny. I talked about this in the podcast episode that's premiering today. How we have been getting into more of this primordial energy that was unlocked. I think it was April, March that primordial energy was unlocked. I talked about how Sedna connects to that. How it's the roots of our roots, the origins of our origins. It's not just about the great mother, it's about the grandmother. I talked about that a little bit in the podcast episode. But when this card comes out, it speaks to coming abundance. Yes, it speaks to times that are coming that are full of abundance and joy and stability and fertility and freedom and all of that yummy, yummy goodness. Now, of course, it also would benefit to be very connected, right? To the great mother, to the grandmother. I'm going to start calling it that, like to the great mother and to the grandmother, because Earth is beautiful. Gaia is beautiful. We love Gaia. I mean, she takes care of us, right? But the energies we're working with are so vast right now. They're primordial, right? They're very, very much cosmic. And there's also, okay, sorry, they want me to speak on this for a second. And working with these primordial energies, the roots of our roots, the origins of our origins, the not just the mother, but the grandmother, there is this vastness of darkness, this vastness of emptiness, of the void, but that is something that we are embracing, embodying, and we're understanding even further, right? It's like, and then on more of a minor level, if you bring that like down into these like kind of like lower dimensional ways of thinking, or down to like from the macro, which is a cosmic, to the micro, the individual experience, that's also about embracing your own shadow, okay? Going deeper with yourself, going deeper with your connection of self, which also means you're accessing more of your own personal divinity, all right? That just had to be spoken on. Oh, lots of channeling this morning. Anyway, but Grandmother Earth coming out here to speak on all of that and the energies that we're moving into. It's this energy of being taken care of. Thank you. It's this energy too of being taken care of, especially when you just surrender and you just trust that Earth has you, Gaia has you, Spirit has you, the cosmos has you, especially because you are within yourself a creative being. You are a godlike being. We are all God, right? We all have the ability to manifest a reality for ourselves, and a collective reality based upon the collective awareness and consciousness. But moving into a time where we're taken care of. We will be taken care of. Even 3 times of change. Spirit Keeper of the West. Wow, look at those horizon points in these cards. Look at that. It's a little intense, isn't it? Spirit Keeper of the West comes out to speak of times of transformation. So for anybody who's not privy to this teaching, I'll say teaching, the directions represent different things: north, south, east, west, right? West actually represents the feminine. represents the feminine, the mother, the moon, cycles, transformation, transitions. It also represents like teenage years, right? Times where there can be chaos, but chaos is just a sign of death and rebirth, right? It's all the same thing, right? It's all the same thing. But to understand that, yes, well, it may seem like there's chaos in the physical reality, it's just a sign of the times that we're in. It's just a sign of what we're moving into. And we are supported, we are held, we are safe, we are provided for as we move deeper, deeper, and further and closer to this new experience of reality. Okay? So don't fear the change. Don't fear the towers. Invite them, is what I'm hearing. Invite them, be excited by them, embrace them, because it's indicative of how much further we're rising, how much further we're flying, right? Some beautiful messages coming through today. If you haven't experienced towers, I feel like a lot of you have been experiencing towers. How could you not? There are more towers to come. For some of you, you might perceive it as if the floor is bottoming out, but that's so that you don't have to, like, how do I say this? The floor is bottoming out, so you have to fly. If that's your perception, that's a perception. That is a choice to believe that that's what's happening. Again, the power of co-creation, right? The power of the mind, the power of belief. We're all flying. We're all flying. But if you don't believe that you are, and you're staying very much like stuck and attached to how things have been, very much needing to get out of your comfort zone, right? This ties into the Aquarius reading. Then the floor will feel like it's bottoming out because you're attached to it. And then you're going to have to fly, right? But don't fear the towers. Don't fear the towers. Sacred Mountain. I like this card. This card actually makes me feel very yummy. It's very like earthy. This card speaks to taking time to really practice your discernment. It's taking time to listen. Like we traverse the sacred mountain, we climb the sacred mountain to get to the top so we can get closer to God, so we can hear what God has to say, right? Or goddess. I should really be using goddess more. So we can listen to what the great grandmother or the grandmother, the mother has to say to us, so we can understand what's happening, right? It's really so we can listen. It's so we can listen. Getting away from distractions is really important too, in order to do that. It's like a Four of Swords energy. So think of it like that for anybody who talks tarot or does tarot speak. Think of it like the Four of Swords energy. It's getting to that place of quiet and solitude so you can really listen and hear and connect, right? And understand. Anything else for the collective? Oh, on the bottom we have Peace Pipe. Peace Pipe is exactly how it sounds, right? Sometimes it coincides with communication and talking, but it's acceptance, it's forgiveness, it's a card of letting go so that we can facilitate peace, which is represented by the Six of Swords. So I love that this card is out here. For some of you, there may be some conversations that you could benefit from having during these times of change or changes, even if the conversations between you and spirit or you and self. But this is letting go. Let go of anything that steals your peace. Just let it go. Let it go. It's got no place where we're going. It has no place to the reality that we're experiencing it. Like I really want to like make this very clear. Like we're perceiving that we're in transition of it, but it's actually here. But that's the thing, right? It's like we need to get out of this belief system of like it's away from us, it's away from us, it's away from us. No, it is here. It's here. It is here. The belief that it's here and the belief that we're experiencing it will actually cement the physical manifestation of it. It will manifest the experience of it, right? Interesting. Yeah. So move into the energy of peace, move into the energy of accepting that we are moving out of transition and that we've arrived. It'll facilitate letting go. And then beautiful Spirit Keeper of the South. This is actually being there. This is the energy of summer, abundance. It can be sometimes represents like childhood, inner child. It's summertime. It's like it's being in the sun and actually actively experiencing joy and abundance. It's not getting to the beginning of it. It's not being in transition of it. It's experiencing it. So this is like literally what I was speaking to, right? It's experiencing it. So again, if anything, oh my God, underneath that we have, oh my God, storyteller and then eagle medicine. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Storyteller coming out behind Spirit Keeper of the South. Storyteller is exactly how it sounds. It's exactly what I was saying. It's about the stories we tell ourselves. It's about the narrative, rooted in belief systems. What role are you giving yourself in your life? What story are you playing out in your reality? What story are you telling yourself? It's time to get out of this idea, this notion that the future is away from us. That's how we merge with it. That's how we braid with it. Again, that's how we like manifest the actual experience of being it, is believing that it's not separate. It's believing that it's happening. It's believing you've arrived. So fly like an eagle into the future by recognizing you're already there. I love it. I feel like that also coincides too with like the funkiness of time and how that plays into manifestation, right? Because it's like, again, there are different beliefs and thought forms out there. I believe that time is all happening at once. I fully believe that. But I also believe that we need to experience time as far as like the physical reality is concerned. Like, we experience these different points in this one existing moment of time based off of our beliefs and our calibration and our alignment. So in that way, is time also linear, circular, like it has to be measured out with space? Yes, I do absolutely believe that, but I believe it's all happening at once. We just decide where on that spectrum we're going to be, and where on that spectrum of time and space we're going to experience things, hence making it feel like there's a beginning and there's an end. But we can choose where in the beginning and the end or the middle we decide to be, right? Anyway, that's what I believe. I'm not saying it's true. I feel like it's true, but that's just my belief system. Anyway, eagle medicine coming out, just confirming the channeling there. I already talked about eagle medicine and what that represents, but yeah. To experience this, you got to shift your belief, you got to shift your perspective, and you got to let go of anything that steals your peace. And then you will find that you're there. Wow. Very nice. I don't know if we need more cards. The messages feel really powerful today. I'm kind of a little bit in like awe. I'm just gonna sit here for a second before I try to jump into another deck. Oh, the chat's been going. I don't know why it's been doing this. You know what? I think maybe, now that I'm thinking about it, I think my energy is like stopping the chat on my end when I'm like doing these like deep channelings so it doesn't distract me. Because literally I thought nobody was talking the whole time. I refuse to shift anything for low life pimps who put hidden cameras away. It's okay. Totally. I don't feel the new beginning anymore. Where are we? So many distractions lately, like waves keep coming. Literally just got sick. No. Been facing the fears directly. The floor is already gone. Yes, so fly. So fly. You got wings. Fly. When I saw this title, Fly Like an Eagle, came into my mind. Oh yeah, that's the song. That's the song. But that particular line I felt was more important. All right, we'll pull more cards. We'll pull more. We shall pull more. I feel like Capricorn Moon kicked me back into the past, and all progress I made was wiped out. Or maybe you just cleared. Or maybe you just cleared. So, okay, so that actually sparks me to talk about something else. How do I want to say this? When we go through rebirths, right? When we go through like massive clearings, sometimes this is why it's important to be gentle with yourself and to give yourself a lot of space and time to get really accustomed to these towers and these changes and these like new energies, environments, and versions you're finding yourself in, so you can really connect with them and fully embrace them. And sometimes that does take time, right? Because when you don't and you're trying to just live your life or whatever, it's easy to feel like it's really foreign, and it's easy to actually disconnect. Welcome to BOMISpirit. This is What?
Now, before we get started,
That was crazy. I don't even know where it's playing from. It's not even open on my computer. It's coming from my computer, but the video's not even like open.
My crown is like right now. That's so much crown stuff. And I'm trying some new meditations too that really
go away. That's like so trippy.
That cuts my brain.
How do I make it stop?
Let's go ahead and dive in. Before I forget, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Helps videos.
Oh my god, and it's 11:11. Guys, look. I'm trying to like show you on my phone so you guys like can't see all my business, but look, it's 11:11. That was really trippy. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, I was talking about rebirths and shit. I literally couldn't find the video. So I just shut my computer down because I was like, I didn't know what else to do, and that clearly did the trick. Anyway, so like if you're not allowing yourself to get accustomed to cement and embrace the new you, new energies, I'm just like so weirded out by that, new environments, all that stuff fully, it's easy to feel like you've regressed. It's easy to feel like you're doing your old self, or you've like regressed back to the old reality. The truth is you haven't. You just haven't learned what the new actually looks like because you haven't taken the time to really connect to that, right? So yeah. I was gonna say press Control Alt Delete, and then it'll bring up the task manager where you can close down what's open. There was nothing open. That's what I'm saying. There was nothing open on my computer. It was just magically playing. I don't even watch my own videos. Like that's the other thing. Like I don't even know how it could play because I don't watch my own videos. So it's not like I had it open on my computer. Like even if I were to like do editing or whatever or upload stuff, like I just have like the upload screen. I don't actually go to where you can physically play it. Was the weekly where you talked about the astrology for the 17th? Oh, maybe. It was so weird. But we need to watch that video again. I guess so. I guess that was bizarre. Maybe it's a message you need to hear again. This time you'll hear it differently. Maybe, yeah. It would be. Oh yeah, especially for like shifting timelines, right? It'd be interesting to know which video it was. I think it was the weekly. Just from hearing the beginning of it, I was like, oh, it's definitely a weekly because I know my intros, right? I think it was definitely the weekly. It's crazy. Anyway, you just jumped timeline on video, right? It was like, oh, look at that. Oh, I was gonna pull cards. That's right. I was gonna pull some more cards. I'm using the Dreams Tarot Dreams. I forget what it's called. It's something like that. Hope I don't get copyrighted by myself. Spirit wanted to do a little promo, I guess. Has anyone felt really tired lately? Yeah, I've been exhausted. Hold on. Heartfelt Reflections. Thank you for the $3. What does that one say? It's so hard to see it. I'll be back. Oh, okay. Thank you for the $3. The weekly was good too. I don't mind running it back. Oh. Weird stuff, man. Weird stuff. Any other messages or insights for the collective regarding this message? Yes, let's run the views up for her girl. Oh yeah, don't forget to hit the like button. Please. That helps a lot. It truly does help a lot. It's kind of crazy how much that helps. My sleep schedule's totally off. I'm gonna be on One Secret the Chain. Not gonna lie, I never watch lives. This is my first, and I tuned in right in time for that. Okay. Alright, that feels good. No, if my computer off, if it starts to do something and it's off, it's like, all right, Spirit. I'm tired, but up all night too. Yeah, it's just what's going on right now. Any of them? Oh, thank y'all. 9 of Cups. Oh, we like it. We like it. We love it. We love it. 9 of Cups. You guys know what this is. This is feeling content and at home and emotionally fulfilled within the self. Within the self. It's also, you know, this doesn't actually give enough credence to the 9 of Cups, that it is a strong self-love card. It's being very happy with self. Coming in on the Grandmother Earth card. It's also a feeling too of being taken care of, because emotionally we're feeling very taken care of, even if it's just on our own, or if it's like due to resources, or like it's because it also speaks to like luxury and comfort a little bit. But we are taken care of, and we will be taken care of, but there's a need to really believe that, to really trust that, right? That we're gonna have everything that we need. Lana Stevens, thank you for the $9.99. Thank you. Wait, what does your emoji say? Oh, she's just excited. Oh, thanks. Oh, okay, that was really cute. Any other messages or insights for the collective? Oh my god, oh, my third eye is hurting really bad now. Oh, okay. I feel like I'm looking at the Tower moments here. There's something about this, the energy of the towers, of the chaos, of the changes, that are giving me chills. They could be very distracting. So again, be mindful not to get distracted by it. It's just part of the process. It's part of the shift, right? But we have 5 of Swords in reverse, 7 of Pentacles in reverse, and Death in reverse. That 7 of Pentacles in reverse is really sticking out as and I don't want to say this. Things, people, places, etc., aspects of life we've invested in that have actually taken from us, like energetically, or they're it's like rotting fruit is actually what they're showing me. Ew. They like rotting fruit, the poison apple, like sort of saying, right? Seeing that for what it is. Yeah, especially with the 5 of Swords in reverse being there. 5 of Swords in reverse, I actually like when the 5 of Swords in reverse comes out. I used to see it as just a forgiveness card, like a walking away from trouble, walking away from drama, walking away from the ego, but it's really about the mask of the ego falling off, right? So it's seeing past your own illusions, it's seeing past justifications, it's seeing past the ego of self and even other people. So there is this unmasking and revealing of the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, and understanding that the rotten fruit must be taken care of, must be gotten rid of, so we can be taken care of, basically. It's pruning the tree. I just heard the tree of life. Sorry. Sometimes when they give me messages like that, it's just like, sorry, it just happens. It just happens. It's pruning the tree of life. That's what these changes are. That's what these towers are about. It's about pruning the tree of life, collectively and individually, to culminate into the Death card in reverse, which is rebirths and moving through these changes, right? Coming out of these changes. Let's see. Oh my God, $20. Too generous. Thank you. Thank you, Alban. Love your positive energy. Thank you. Well, you're welcome. And thank you for the generous super chat. Thank you. Blessing. I never catch you live. Thank you so much for your medicine. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here. But yeah. Prune your tree of life. Let the tree of life of your life get pruned. Let the tree of life of the collective get pruned, and understand that it's to keep the crop healthy. I like the way they're explaining that. It's to keep the crop healthy and provide sustenance. So just let that happen. Just think of it like that, especially if like you're really struggling with some of your personal towers or changes. It's to keep your crop healthy. Okay. That also includes the body. Hold on, sorry, they're bringing me back here. That also includes the body. So if you guys are experiencing like ascension-like symptoms, right? Like a lot of pains and aches and headaches and nausea and dizziness and things like that. Again, I am not a medical doctor. Make your own medical decisions. with wisdom, okay, with wisdom and your own intelligence and common sense. But that's why some of you may be experiencing a lot of like physical symptoms, because your tree of life as your personal body, your energetic chakra system is going through a pruning. Okay. Any other messages or insights for the collective? I know I'm quiet. Just give me a minute. There's a seriousness with the cards that just came out. So the cards that just came out, reevaluation, course correction. This I feel like the cards I'm looking at go with the Sacred Mountain card, where again it's like you're really tuning into truth and clarity and like really paying attention to what spirit is telling you, what your own set, what even like your own intuition is telling you, right? This feels very sobering. This feels very sobering as far as what is being pruned away in your own life, or what needs to be pruned off of your tree of life, okay? We got the Ten of Swords, the Two of Wands in reverse, the Hermit in reverse, and the King of Pentacles. For some of you, these towers, I keep feeling the tower. It's crazy that the tower's not out here. Again, these changes that either you need to initiate or will be initiated upon you via tower moments, it's to prune, it's to keep things healthy, it's to be able to enjoy that, right? So just understand that, but it's like something about this feels like it stings a bit. Something about this feels a little painful. Actually, I think I did channel this with the weekly. I think I definitely channeled this with the full moon, but definitely in the weekly I channeled this about how, no, or was it the full moon? Anyway, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter. That was some of the fixed star activity and the activity we have with Mercury, especially at the opposition to Pluto and everything else, that there's going to be so much truth this week, and so much truth that comes with the full moon in Capricorn, that some of it is hard to swallow, where it's like sometimes the truth hurts, sometimes the truth sucks, sometimes it's like swallowing a big fat bitter pill, right? That's what I'm getting with this. It's like, well, it's good, like it's good you're getting the truth. It's good that you're understanding and seeing things for what they are, and the healthy crop that we all can have as a result of that. But something about this really stings. Something about this does not feel good. Especially if any of you have been in places of indecision for a long time. Again, keeping your feet a little too rooted in what needs to change so that you're not flying. You're going to become very aware of that. Awaken Lightworker, thank you for the $20. Thank you so much. Your messages always come at the right time. Blessings. Oh, I always see orbs around you. Love your, this big camera keeps shaking. Love your energy so much. You bring so much healing to the collective. Thank you. Well, thank you for your support, and thank you for your sweet words. Thank you. Yeah, for those of you who haven't flown yet, or you're struggling to fly, you're going to see why you haven't, and you're going to see what you need to do that as the King of Pentacles. And I keep getting that for some of you, this feels like a very bitter pill, or it's a very sad truth, or a very painful truth. For some of you, it almost feels like humbling in the way of needing to be accountable to self, where it's like, damn, I should have known better. Some of you guys might even feel shame. Don't allow yourself to feel shame. Don't allow yourself to feel that. Just be gentle with yourself when this reality comes forward, when this truth comes forward about your role in this and what you can do and what you haven't done. Like, it's okay. Yeah, I want to say, please don't shame yourself. Please don't shame yourself. Some of you guys might feel like you were, like you bought into, how do I want to say this? Like bought into materialism a little too much, bought into the illusion a little too much, bought into the matrix a little too much. It just feels humbling. It feels bittersweet. It feels like, damn it. Like it feels like that. It doesn't feel good. But You're gonna be fine. You going to be fine. We're all gonna be fine. I forgot what star that was. Was it Koksa? I don't think it was Koksa. Because it was Nunki, Koksa, there was one more. There was one other fixed star. Oh, I'm so annoyed that I can't remember it. Oh, my notes are right there. Let's take a peek. It's just gonna bother me, and maybe because it just needs to be spoken on. Yeah, there's Nunki. Oh, duh, Sirius. Duh. Mercury was aspecting Sirius underneath the full moon. Yeah, it's like, yeah, okay, so just a quick little mention about the fixed star activity that happened with the full moon. And I'm mentioning it even though it's after the fact. We're past the peak of the full moon, but we're still subject to the energy for a couple weeks. Yvonne, thank you for the $5. Thanks, WaterBaby. Oh my god, WaterBaby. My message is above. Some have wings, ones that don't will fall in God's everlasting arms. Well, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. It's like, I haven't been called WaterBaby in so long. But anyway, mentioning the fixed star activity just because we're still under that influence of the full moon for the next couple weeks. Nunki and Koksa, they both speak to prophecy. They both speak to truth, full truth, undeniable truth, divine truth. Nunki is actually more associated with like this. It actually sits in the Sagittarius constellation, but it's about the vein of the archer's bow, right? It's about having that line of sight and being able to stay on target and see past what's right in front of you to see your target beyond the physical target. You understand what I'm saying? It's like there's a quote that I wrote down there somewhere where it's like having that like line of sight and precision and decision making abilities and seeing beyond the veils of water. Right, it's all this like mentioning of water coming up again, but a lot of like truth coming up and a lot of that fixed star activity. And Sirius, as we know, Sirius is a really popular fixed star. Was working with Mercury, and like I said, Mercury's been at like the center of a lot of this, and with some of the aspect, yeah, okay, that's what it was. Yeah, just because of some of the aspects that Mercury was creating, and then we have all of this support of truth, prophecy, intuition, clarity, etc., 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 that the opposition to Pluto would make some of the truth hard to accept. But anyway, because it's just raw truth. And Orcus also plays a role in that too. Orcus is like a mini Pluto, and Orcus is also aspecting Mercury, and it also aspected the full moon. Orcus reveals truth just like Pluto does, but it's raw. It's raw. It's raw and unbridled truth. So it can be a little rough. But anyway, moving on. Any other final messages here for the collective? Don't forget to hit the like button, please. We got 200 likes and almost like over 350 people in here. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Any other messages or insights for the collective here? Nope. All right. Overall, we have the Three of Cups. Happiness, joy, celebration, soul tribe, friends, having, fun, happy times with each other. More than being okay, really, right? Because Three of Cups is it's fun, it's joy, and we're safe enough to have that fun and joy. Oh, Sun in reverse with the Two of Cups. I love, you know what? That's probably one of my favorite depictions of the Two of Cups. I think because they include the swans, and swans are such a powerful symbol for that. Because Two of Cups, like, obviously speaks to like relationships and whatnot. So it's like how you interact with another person, potential mirroring that you have with another person. But it also speaks to that relationship to self as well. So I really like that. But anyway, with the Sun in reverse and the Two of Cups, it's like, I don't want to say this. Again, moving into this period of time of being in the sun, this period of time of experiencing joy and happiness with other people, contentment with other people, really believing that you can have that, really be finally being there, but really experiencing other people in that. The Sun in reverse, I keep getting this like reveal energy. What is this reveal energy? It's a slow reveal. I feel like there's a slow emergence of soul family, kinship, camaraderie, allies, that keep building. It's like a slow build. They keep building and keep adding to the Three of Cups. The 3 and the 2 indicate an Ace of Cups, which I've been seeing the Ace of Cups a lot in readings the last week, and I've just been seeing the Ace of Cups like representing this new experience of reality that we're aligning to, that we're braiding with, that we are experiencing, that we're allowing ourselves to experience. That's just how I've been seeing it. That's how I've been told, basically, the Ace of Cups and what Ace of Cups means right now. But yeah, there's the slow adding and building of other relationships. I like it though. It's like a slow boil, which means you can savor it, right? Which means you can savor it. Again, people of all kinds of relationships, like friends, romance, business relationships, like that feels really good. This feels like walking into a party. This feels like walking into a party. I mean, look at this. 9 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups. There's a 6 of Cups energy there. There's a 7 of Cups energy there. There's an Ace of Cups energy there. It's just like, it's elation. I feel like my senses just got overloaded for a second. That's weird. Yeah, I feel like my senses just got overloaded. Some of you guys might feel a little overwhelmed. Thank you. They said slow build. That's the reason for the slow build. You may feel overwhelmed. So that was really nice. I like those messages that came out. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I think it's very clear what's going on here right now. Very happy I decided to go live and hang out with you guys. Oh, what did I miss? What did I miss? I'm so happy to see you live for the first time. You're amazing. Thank you for being you. You're loved and appreciated. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you. Swans mate for life. Let's see. Hope it helps people to grieve and let go. Definitely hits home. I definitely will remember that. Oh, now it's back working. Oh, did something not work before? Oh, geez. Sorry, I'm moving the camera so much. The podcast started. Oh, it did? Oh. I'm going to go watch. Oh, God, can I watch? I'm going to watch. I'll watch. Turn my computer back on. Hopefully the other thing doesn't. Hopefully the video doesn't start. 30 minutes? It started 30 minutes ago? Wait, what time is it? Oh, in 30 minutes. Oh, 11:33. I was like, wait, what? Okay. Thank you for everything you do. My day started out not so good, but I feel much lighter now. Oh, good. It was my notification. Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, wait, what happened to time? Time. Okay, then I'm not jumping off super fast then. I'll probably hang out a little bit. So funny. I think someone asked what podcast. Island Turtle Talk. So the podcast I started a little while ago. Yeah. It's on the homepage. So, okay. And this is like, this is something that like I'm trying not to keep getting mad at YouTube about, but there's so many people where I've seen comments where they think I disappeared. Like, they literally think I haven't been doing YouTube for like years. And it's like, I've been here. But you know, the algorithms, right? I should probably stop speaking to that. But yeah, I've been here, guys. I've been here. I put out content pretty regularly at this point. So yeah, just always check the homepage, always check notifications, all of that stuff. YouTube finally got my notifications right. I know, I feel like you keep like missing your notifications. I love when you make the little noise when you drink water. You know, it's funny. A lot of people who like spend time with me, they notice that after a while. I'm very vocal. I make a lot of noises. I just do, and I don't really know why. I just do. I just do. Maybe it's a way of just kind of like releasing energy. I don't know. Like a different form of a sigh. I don't know. I'm new, but love your readings. Your astrology insight is amazing. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're appreciating that. Grateful you've been here. Hi, Alejandra. Hi. Hope you're doing well. Actually, if it's 30 minutes, no, I probably should get off. But yeah, if you guys are curious about it, it's going to premiere at noon. I will be there to watch anxiously. Again, trigger warning. That episode is not going to be for everybody. And I know there's going to be people who are going to be pissed at me, but it's fine. But there are going to be some people who are going to be very, like, you know, what's the word? Revved up. So, you know, it's fine. You just express more. Thanks, Roden. Good seeing you. Good seeing you too. Yes, lately I get recommended her 3 to 4 year old videos. Oh, how funny. Yeah, back when I was doing almost like exclusively love readings, right? Which actually, by the way, so tomorrow I'm posting a you and them video. So I started a you and them series, which I think a lot of people are not aware that I did that. I'm doing it for Venus retrograde Leo phase period of time. They're not strictly for romance. Is it on YouTube? Yes. Everything I'm talking about is on YouTube. Um, it's not strictly for romance, okay? It can be between you and all kinds of other people. It can even be between you and yourself. So just putting that out there, just to expect that that will post tomorrow. I already did one for Capricorn a while back. I've been trying to get back to them. I had some stuff come up with family that like kind of I needed to take time to deal with. So now I'm getting like back to things. Um, Woman too, lol. But you should dive into shadow work to figure out your rejection triggers. I can do my own work. Thank you. You don't have to. I am very aware of myself. Thank you. Why is the title of my Cap Full Moon read? I'm tripping. What? Wait, what? I also get the old love readings and recommended. Yeah, I think those will keep getting recommended to people just because it's the popular tarot thing in the community, right? Um, Venus moves into. I was talking to FG. Oh, okay, okay. I was like, I was so confused. I was like, huh? It's like, um, uh, oh, Venus moves into Leo in Vedic on the 7th. Wonder if that's significant. Oh, on 7/7 in Vedic. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I love astrology. I love like all the different schools and way of looking at astrology. I think they all have like some value in it, you know? Um, but yeah, that's interesting that in Vedic it's happening on 7/7. Time keeps on slipping into the future was the title of my Cap Full Moon reading. Oh, okay. I was like, I was so confused. I was like, on YouTube, did I post a full moon cap? And I was like, oh, I posted a short. Yeah, so I was confused. I was confused. um, Wish you a nice time and new home. Thank you, Indian Rapunzel. Uh, let's see. Podcast is on YouTube or website. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. Island Turtle Talk. It's on YouTube, and there's a playlist for it as well. Been getting all my finances and relationship muck in order, prepping for Venus retrograde. Yeah, I've been like very aware that Venus is going to retrograde through my second house, and I'm just like, like keeping an eye on things, right? Just staying aware, just trying to stay on top of things. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. But for anybody who's gonna hang out in the premiere, I will see you guys in there. Again, trigger warning. I can't stress that enough. It's also going to be a very short episode. I think it's only like 20 minutes or something like that. Yeah, so it's not going to be like an hour or anything. I'm just joining. What did I miss? I was about to go off. I was just about to go off. I'm going to go get ready to listen to the podcast. See you there. Okay. Second house here too. I know it's like, uh-oh. It's like makes me like kind of nervous, right? Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for those of you who came out, hung out, and also for everybody who sent super chats. Thank you so much. Thank you. Trigger to what? Wait, trigger to what exactly? Oh, to the podcast episode. It's in the title. The trigger warning is in the title. I just feel like I really like need to be very clear about that. All right, but I'm gonna go now. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Take care. Yes, the podcast is on YouTube. Yes, the podcast is on YouTube. It is on YouTube. I am working on setting up the podcast on auditory platforms like Spotify and whatnot. I'm working on that. It's just like technology, blah. It's just another thing to set up. But yeah, all of them are on YouTube. YouTube is being funny with notifications. Yeah, it always is. Let's get triggered. Yeah, let's get triggered. Candace, it's fine. Candace, it's fine. I'm here because I want to be. I like, I enjoy connecting with people. I enjoy hanging out with people. I'm honestly just like all I'm gonna do between now and the premiere is just kind of like mosey, maybe get some water, maybe change my clothes, like, you know what I mean? Um, yeah, but also like I kind of want to get off just because like people who want to watch the reading, there's gonna be all this like after just random jibber jabber. We need the raw. We need the raw from Island Journal. Oh, I'm still very much connected to my raw energy. For those guys who know what I'm talking about, because like there's been a lot of you been with me like the whole time. Papa Ra, very still connected to Papa Ra. Which actually, if I think about it, well, no, I'm not gonna get into that. That's a whole other thing. I enjoy hanging out with you too. I'm Scorpio Moon. That's what I tend to do. Trigger. I feel like the truth you were talking about earlier that it was going to be revealed is going to happen in the podcast. Um, well, if you see the thumbnail, it's the voice of feminine rage, right? So anyway, I'm nervous, but I'm more excited than nervous. But I'm gonna hop off now. I will see you guys over there, okay? Again, love you all so much. Thank you again for coming out and have a really good day. Take care.